Have you ever experienced forgiveness? That night, a crowd of armed men with swords and clubs approached Jesus and his disciples. They were led by Judas, the disciple who had betrayed Jesus for money. The crowd arrested Jesus and took him to the religious leaders. At daybreak, the religious leaders gathered to question Jesus. And because he wouldn't deny that he was God's son, they took him to Pilate, the ruler of the city, to insist that Jesus be executed. Pilate listened to their case, but didn't find Jesus to be guilty of anything. He wanted to let Jesus go, but the crowd was shouting, "Kill him! Kill him!" So Pilate did what they asked and sentenced Jesus to death, even though he was innocent. Pilate also ordered the soldiers to torture him with beatings before his execution. When they arrived at the execution site, the soldiers nailed Jesus by his hands and feet to a wooden pole and lifted him up. Hanging there, Jesus said, "Father, please forgive them, because they don't know what they're doing." Suddenly, the sky grew dark for 3 hours in the middle of the day. Then Jesus said, "It's finished," and he died. Immediately there was a great earthquake. Rocks split apart and tombs broke open, and many people who loved God but had died were raised from the dead. They left their graves and appeared to many people in the city very much alive. Meanwhile, some of Jesus' followers took his body down and placed it in a tomb nearby. They rolled a large stone to cover the entrance. 3 days later, early in the morning, a group of women who followed Jesus went to his tomb. When they arrived, they realized that the large stone had been rolled away. They rushed inside, but Jesus' body was gone. Suddenly, 2 heavenly beings appeared, saying, "Why are you seeking someone who is alive among the dead? Jesus told you he would die and come back to life on the 3rd day." They remembered his words and went to tell the other disciples what had happened. What does it mean that Jesus died and came back to life?